Good morning and Jai Hind children. Welcome in today's class. Children, we have completed successfully our first term and you have given the half yearly examination also. Now you have taken rest, you have make yourself refresh. Now get ready for the second term, okay? We will start from the new lesson. The lesson name is lesson number 7, Animals Living and Surviving. What is the name of lesson? Animals Living and Surviving. What we will read in this lesson? Children, as our earth is filled with different landforms. Somewhere it is water, there are land, there are mountains, and there are different types of animals. So animals lives on that different places. And the place which is most suited to animals to live is called its habitat. It can be asked, what is habitat? Habitat means, what is the meaning of habitat? A place which is most suited for a for a animal to live. To live. What is the meaning of that? Our earth is filled with different types of habitat. An animal lives in water. Why? Because the place water is most suited for an animal to live. Some animals lives on land, then their habitat is land because the land is more suited for the animals to live. Thus we can say, what is habitat? Habitat एक place होता है जिसमें के animals can live. बिल्कुल freely, बहुत अच्छे से animal can survive and live. And to live on that place, उस place पे रहने के लिए animals have special features. Animals के special features होते हैं. On the basis of that special features, animal can survive in that place. That special features are called adaptation. What it is called? Adaptation. What is adaptation? Adaptation is the special features which animals have to survive in that place. Children, as fish live in water. Why? It can live in water because it has a special features. What special features? What special feature fish have? It has a gills because for living the breathing is very important and for taking oxygen only fish can take the oxygen dissolved in water by having a special organ that is called gills, and it has fins also. For what it has fins? It has fins to swim in water. Children, on the basis of the adaptation, on the basis of the adaptations on which the animals live are divided into different groups. What are these different groups? Let me tell you one by one some different important different groups on the basis of which plant animals are divided. We have done the revision of that in our previous class also. Number 1 is terrestrial animal. Terrestrial animals. What are terrestrial animals, beta? Terrestrial animals are the animals which live on land. जो लैंड पे रहते हैं उनको टेरेस्ट्रियल एनिमल्स कहते हैं. In common language you can see land animals also, na? What are terrestrial animals? Animals which live on land. Now think about that. Which animals lives on land? Dog and cow and snake. Okay, these are some animals. They live on land. The animals which live on land, they move from one place to another place in search of food and shelter. For their adaptation, what organ they have, what special feature they have? They have very strong legs and hand. What they have? They very strong legs and hands. And some animal like snake, it crawls. ये क्या करता है? जमीन पे क्रॉल करके चलता है. And for what they have? इसके हैंड और लेग्स तो होते नहीं. स्नेक के स्किन पे स्पेशल स्केल्स होती है, स्पेशल स्किन्स होती है इसके. Just with the help of that skills, it scrolls on land. It means the animals who lives on land have a special feature which is called their adaptation. With the help of that feature, they can live on land, and they have the special organ to take the breathe. They have the cow, dog, they have lungs. And some animals like insect, they live on land, they have air holes. किससे ये हेल्प ब्रीथ करते हैं? With their lungs. Okay, these are the special adaptation. इनके legs होते हैं, इनके hands होते हैं, इनमें lungs होता है ब्रीथ करने के लिए. With the help of these things, these terrestrial animals can live on land. And there are some special places in the earth also. Children, there is extreme cold on the polar region. पोलर रीजन पे जब हम जाते हैं वहां पे बहुत ज्यादा कोल्ड होता है. ओनली पोलर बियर, पेंगुइन्स, दे कैन सर्वाइव ऑन दैट प्लेस. व्हाई? बिकॉज दे हैव स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ लेयर. पोलर बियर का क्या स्पेशल लेयर होता है? पोलर बियर का दे हैव ब्लबर. ठीक है, दे हैव ब्लबर. ये क्या होता है? एक फैट का थिन लेयर होता है. क्या होता है? फैट का थिन लेयर उनके स्किन के नीचे होता है, विच कीप देम वार्म. वो उनको क्या रखता है? उनको गरम, उनके स्किन को गरम लगता है. इट प्रोटेक्ट अस फ्रॉम एक्सट्रीम कोल्ड. ये किससे बचाता है? एक्सट्रीम कोल्ड वेदर. और ये एक्सट्रीम कोल्ड वेदर कहाँ पे होता है? पोलर रीजन्स पे होता है. एंड सम एनिमल्स लाइक याक, they lives on mountains. On high mountains there is snow. How they survive on that place? For that, to survive in such a cold temperature, they have special type of fur. उनकी skins पे special type के fur होते हैं. With the help of that fur they can survive. जब हम लोग को extreme cold लगता है in the month of January, or we go to Kashmir or any mountain place, what we'll do? We cover ourselves. हम लोग खुद को किससे कवर कर लेते हैं? With the help of blanket. फर वाले ब्लैंकेट से कवर कर लेते हैं ना, प्रोटेक्ट ourselves from extreme cold. Just like that, गॉड ने याक को स्पेशल वैसा कंबल उसके ऊपर, उसके स्किन लाइक एकदम कंबल का वर्क करती है. ओके, these are the some special adaptations which terrestrial animal have. And one another place which is very hot, these are the extreme cold places, polar region, and there are some extreme hot region also, na? These are the extreme hot regions of the earth are, can you guess? You have read on the study in the SST also. Desert. What is desert? And which animals can survive on desert? Of course, the shape of the desert in class 1 2, camel. You have read already, na? Why a camel can survive in extreme hot region? डेजर्ट में क्या होता है बेटा? टेम्परेचर कैसा होता है? बहुत हॉट होता है. और इस एक्सट्रीम हॉट सीजन में कैमल सर्वाइव कर लेता है बिकॉज आपने कैमल के बैक पे देखा है, उसके बैक पे ऐसे एक ऊंचा सा हम्प जैसा स्ट्रक्चर होता है ना, इसको हम क्या कहते हैं? हम्प कहते हैं. इसमें ये क्या स्टोर करके रखता है? एक्स्ट्रा फैट स्टोर करके रहता है. और उसकी स्किन क्या होती है? थिक होती है. कैमल की स्किन कैसी होती है? बिल्कुल थिक होती है. इट्स स्किन्स help them to survive. How it can adopt, how it can survive? By their skin and the special feature which is called hump, and they have special type of padded feet. What they have? padded feet. Due to the padded feet, they can walk in sand and their legs, it does not sink. अगर हम या आप चलते हैं क्या sand में, what happens? Our shoes and sandals will sink. But the camel can survive in desert. How can it can survive in desert? Camel, because they have a padded feet. इसके feet को आपने देखा, padded feet होती है, which help them to walk in sand. और क्या होता है? Thick skin होता है. And it has a hump-like structure. उसके back में एक ऊंचा सा structure. What is the use of hump? When there is extreme cold temperature, what they do? They eat the fat, they use the fat stored in this hump. Okay, the hump में stored fat होता है, उसको लेके वो, and they have, and there in the desert there is the crisis of water. Water नहीं होता है. They have special features. They have water bag inside them, and they drink water in a one time. They drink a lot of water and keep in their body, and they can use for longer time. These are called adaptations. ये सब terrestrial animals के adaptations होते हैं. And there are some animals which are live in water. The animals which live in water, what they are called? They are called aquatic animal. What they are called here? They are called, the second one is aquatic. Aquatic animals. What are aquatic animals? Animals who live in water, whose habitat is water. They can survive in water. They are called aquatic. Aquatic. Aquatic animals. Okay, dear? This is the A. They are called aquatic animals. Okay. They have special features that they can survive in the aquatic place. What are the examples of aquatic animals? Of course, the first thing which will come in your mind is fish. Fish, the habitat is aquatic. Aquatic means water. Water special adaptation. Special कौन से organ है जिसकी वजह से fish रह सकती है water में? It has gills. It has gills. इसमें gills. Fish uses its gills to breathe. सांस लेने के लिए क्या यूज करती है? Gills. With the help of gills, it can take the dissolved oxygen. जो water में oxygen dissolve होता है, उसको fish can take. And the another things are fins. Fins. With the help of fins, fish swims in water and it survives. And the special scale-like structure on their skin, which protect their internal body, their internal organs from the water. These are called aquatic animals. And there is turtle. Turtle is also aquatic animal. How it can survive? It have flippers-like structure, and flippers help them to, what is the use of flippers? Flippers help them to swim in water. Okay, just like aquatic animals, they have a special type of features, and there are some another animals which can live both on land and water. They can live both on land and water. What they are called? They are called amphibians. What they are called? They are called amphibians. The third one is amphibians. Amphibians. And the examples of amphibian: frog. Frog is an animal which can live both on land and as well as in water. It means it should have two types of adaptation which help them to live in water as well as help them to live on land. For living in water, they have skin, special type of skin, and when they live in water, they take breathe with the help of skin. And when they come on land, they breathe with the help of their lungs. There are two things which two organ which is used to breathe, skin as well as lungs. Why it has two types of organ to breathe? Because it lives on two places. When it is on land, it will breathe through lungs. And when it is in water, there are small holes. With the help of that, it will take breathe in skins. And they have their front legs. They have special waved front. Now, with the help of that, they can swim in water. And they have very strong back legs. With the help of strong back legs, what they do? They move, they jump on the land. Back legs से वो क्या करते हैं? Back legs से what they do? They jump. And front legs से क्या करते हैं वो? They swim on water. Okay, children. Now I am going to share one PDF where you will see these things and let me know that what you have understand. First, I will give you one activity through which you will find out what you have learned. What is the name of lesson? Animals living and surviving. And what we will read in this lesson? Why it is important for animals to adopt themselves. For their surviving, जिंदा रहने के लिए उनको adaptation जरूरी है. How animals have adopted to survive in the different habitat. They have special features. With the help of these features, this organ they can, and their special behavior, they can survive in that particular habitat. How animals have adopted to eat their food. They eat different types of food also. They have adopted for the protection to protect themselves also. We will read these topics one by one. Today what we are reading? How animals have adopted. What we are reading today, dear? How animals are adopted to survive in their different habitat. Here we are reading about the different habitat. Now, just now I have told you about the different habitat. Yes or not? Yes, no? Okay. Let's move to another one. Yes. Find out. Here are some animals and their different habitats also. You have to find out which animals live in what type of habitat, which is suited. Habitat is suited to the particular animal. Let's first start with deer. On earth there are grasslands. Grasslands होते हैं ना? This deer is suited to live on land. It is a terrestrial animal. It will live on land. It has a strong legs. You can see to move, to find the food and shelter. With the help of this, it can move, and it has a lung to breathe. These are the adaptation which this deer had. And what is the habitat of deer? Grassland. Mostly it lives in grassland. And here you can see this penguin. Where penguin lives? It lives in deep ocean. It lives in deep ocean. गहरे समुद्र में रहती है. And झीलों में भी, and lives in lakes also. It has adaptation, special features, special type of skins. It has fins to swim, and sometimes it comes on land also nearby. Okay, it lives. Penguin will live in this habitat. Okay, and here is polar bear. Where polar bear lives? Polar bear. What is the habitat of polar bear? It lives on the polar region. This is the polar region, North Pole and South Pole, North Pole, where the temperature is very low. Okay, there is snow. So they have adaptation. You can see the fur-like structure is here. Their body is covered with a fur-like structure. ना उनका skin पे पूरा fur होता है. And a special layer of fat is just after the skin. Furry layer, there is a layer of fat. Fat क्या करता है? इनको ठंडे से बचाता है. Extreme cold से बचाता है. So they can live on this such a cold temperature. We can survive? No, we need a lot of we need a lot of adaptation. When we will wear special type of clothes and adaptation, then we can only survive. And this polar bear can live in this cold, extreme cold temperature for a very long time. This is the habitat. This is the habitat. This is snow is the habitat of polar bear. And what is this? This is desert. Desert is the habitat of which animal? Camel. You can say here camel. Camel can survive in desert. Why? Because there is extreme hot. They have a special type of skin, and there is cold also, which can, with the help of that, which skin protect them from extreme heat and cold. And they have this hump-like structure, which I have told you. They have extra fat deposited in this area. This is called hump. Huh? When they use this their energy which they get from the fat absorbed in this place, okay, to survive. And children, do you know some animals have special, land animals have special habit also. What they do, if they cannot bear extreme cold, what they go, where they go to the warmer place for a long time. This is called winter sleep. This is called winter sleep. Frog and lizard. You can see in the month of January, you can't see lizard. Frog. Why? Because they go for winter sleep. And they store the food. They become inactive. And when the season comes, the temperature changes. They came out, and you can see just like that there is summer sleep also. Some animals which cannot survive in hot temperature climate, they go for the summer sleep also. Let's read the another thing. Animals that live on land. Animals that live on land are called terrestrial animals. These animals have to walk and run on the ground, and so they have special legs. They have lungs or air holes to breathe air. And children, our earth is filled with variety of environment. So land animals live in variety of animals such as seals and penguins. They live in very cold places. They have thick, what type of thick skin they have? You can see in this picture polar bear. Now, special furry skin is there. With the help of these, it can survive in. Huh? And the special fatty layer blubber is present. And in this picture, you can see camel. The thick skin of camel help them to bear the heat and cold in the desert. You can see a special type of skin is present here. Very thick skin. And special, you can't see here, but here it has a special type of heels. इनके यहाँ पे जो पैरों में स्पेशल हील्स होते हैं which help them to walk on sand. पैडेड होते हैं, वो क्यों होते हैं, पैडेड होते हैं और उस पर सिंक करने से बचाते हैं. It can move easily on this sand. And some animals which live in water are called aquatic animals. They have special features. Crab have, and the children, you can see crab have a hard shell to cover their body. It protects itself in a hard shell. And the fish, it has a gills. With the help of this, they take the oxygen dissolved in the water and survive. And gills help the fish to breathe in air. And these are the flippers turtle have. Flippers help a turtle to swim. This organ, you can see this is called flipper. Come to the another one. Animals that can live both on land and in water, such as frogs, toads, they live both land and water. They are called amphibians. They have long back legs which help them to move on land. You can see, बैक वाले ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग होते हैं जिनको मूव करने में लैंड पे मदद करते हैं. And they have webbed feet which help them to swim in water. यहाँ फ्रंट पे जो इनके लेग्स है, इनके फीट देखो वेब्ड है which help them to swim in water. And they can live on land, and when they are land, they breathe through their lungs, as I have told you earlier. Yes, children, what is this? This is monkey. And this another type of group are called arboreal. What is the arboreal animals? Animals who lives on trees like squirrel and the monkey. They have special type of hands because you can see hand and legs because they used to swing in these. इस stems पे वो swing करते हैं ना, and they have this type of furry skins also, and strong hands, and they have a tail. While they jump from one plant to another plant, their tail help them to maintain the balance में बनाने में इनका tail इनको help करता है. This is the adaptation of the arboreal animal. What is the meaning of arboreal animals? Animals which live on plant or trees are called arboreal animals. And there are some another animals like birds. Birds travel long distance to a warmer place to in the search of food and warmth. This is called migration. इसको माइग्रेशन कहते हैं, जब एक प्लांट से प्लेस से दूसरे प्लेस पे एक लॉन्ग फ्लाई करके बर्ड्स आते हैं. आप देखते हो ना, ऑन इन अ गंगा रिवर इन द विंटर सीजन यू see a Siberian crane, special type of bird they are. They came from the way from across to after crossing a many seas. They come here to survive. For okay, a bird travel long distance, and the animals which live or survive in air are called aerial animals. They are aerial animals. And what type of adaptations aerial animals have? They have hollow bones and fewer number of bones, and they have a special boat-shaped body. Boat-shaped body होती है. They have wings and they have feathers. They have tail, and these flight feathers which help them to fly in sky. These are the special features which help the bird to fly. And the bones are very light and they are filled with air. और इनकी bones क्या होती है? Air से filled होती हैं, which help them to fly. And they have special boat-shaped body. और ये boat-shaped body क्या करती है? Air को cut करने में. When they want to move forward, it helps them to cut the air and they move forward. And these type of animals are called aerial animals. Now children, these are the adaptations for the habitat. जो अभी हमने पढ़ा था, terrestrial animals, aquatic animals, aerial animals, arboreal animals. These are due to for the living in different habitat. And they have adopted, animals have also adopted for their food. Animals eat different kinds of food. Accordingly, they have features that make it easy them to gather and eat their food. On the basis of the food they have adopted, they are divided into three groups. Herbivores, some animals such as cow, buffalo, zebras and goats, they eat the plant and plant product. Elephant have a special type of trunk. It uses its trunk to eat the branches and leaves. No? And zebra, it has a long neck. It uses to eat the trunk plants from the branches and trees. Cow and rabbit, they all eat the plant and plant product. They have a special type of teeth to chew the food. They have okay. These are called herbivorous animals. According to the eating habits, they are divided in these groups. And what are carnivorous? Animals which eat flesh. They are called carnivores, flesh of other animals. The lion, wolf, kite, and crocodile, they have special features, special adaptation. They have very sharp teeth and strong claws. You can see kite has a strong, this type of beak to tear the flesh of other animal, and it has a special type of feet to catch the prey. And crocodile has this such a broad mouth, jaws, and special strong teeth. It can swallow the whole animal. These are the adaptation. They have such type of feature. That's why they can survive. If they don't have such type of features, they won't be able to survive in the. And the animals are another group is omnivores, such as human beings, bears, squirrel that can eat both plant and flesh of other animals are called omnivores. We are the human being, we are omnivores. We eat plant and plant product. We eat rice, chapati, potato, fish, eggs. No? So we are omnivores. And the omnivores animals have sharp and strong teeth. Omnivores Birds such as crows and robins have sharp beaks also. Okay. The animals which eat both type of food, the flesh of other animal and plant product are called omnivores. Let's check what we have learned. What are terrestrial animals? Animals which live on land are called terrestrial animal. Okay? Animals which live on land are called terrestrial animals. Now, then terrestrial animals live on where they live? Land. Where they live? Land. Terrestrial animals live on land. Come to the next one. Polar bears are found in कहाँ पे पाए जाते हैं? In polar region. Polar. Okay. Frogs have a special type of feet. What type of feet that help them to swim? They have webbed feet. Webbed. Webbed feet that help them to swim. And what herbivores eat? What herbivores eat, dear? Herbivores eat plant. What eat? Plant and plant products. What it eat? Plants and plant product. Okay? What are plant product, beta? Different types of vegetables which we eat. Grass. These are the plant product. Na? Product. Okay? Terrestrial animals live on land. Polar bears are found in polar regions. Frogs have webbed feet that help them to swim. Herbivores eat the both plant as well as plant product. In book, it is on page number, I think it is on page number 66. Where it is? 66. You will complete that. Okay, from the page number 66, you can complete that. And in our next class, we will read the another topic of the lesson. And what is today's homework, beta? You have to read the lesson again and again, twice at home, and try to understand the meaning of that. Okay? And children, I will share today's work in the PDF form in your chapter. In chapter names, animals living and surviving. Concept. In which chapter you will find the PDF of this? Animals living and surviving chapter. You can find on your Edonex app on in this chapter. And I will give some hard words there. You have to learn that hard words and you have to write in your rough notebook again and again. After learning, you write 2 times there. Okay? Meet you soon in the next class. We will do some another interesting activities as well as we will learn some new things also. Bye bye children. Meet you soon in the next class.